Hello everyone, this is Tamer Helmi here again speaking to you today about if you are a leader to an established team or you are building your team within the pharmaceutical industry. Today I'm going to focus on the pharmaceutical industry because while I spoke in the previous videos about whether you are a leader establishing a new team or a leader coming to an established team. That was a general aid for everyone. But today I decided to focus on the pharmaceutical or biotech industry because they are very close to each other. However, they are very specialized because these industries where precision, compliance, and innovation and cross-functional collaboration are critical. So the first step that mainly the leaders they would like to establish is to anchor their teams to the bigger mission, right? So this is the mission. We spoke before about what's the mission, but the mission here is mainly the patient, right? Connect to patient impact. Reinforce that you are a team working towards contributing to improving lives, so whether you are in R&D, regulatory, manufacturing, or commercial team. So this is all your mission is towards the patients. And then you tie to strategic goals. You align your team's objectives with regulatory milestones, clinical trial timelines, or product launch targets. So these are your missions and strategies. And then while you are building the team, you are building a foundation of trust and integrity. Here it's very important to stress on integrity, like many industries, but in pharmaceutical and biotech industry, you emphasize ethics and compliance. You can make it clear from the beginning that integrity is non-negotiable, especially in pharma where compliance is under constant scrutiny. Then also you can promote open dialogue and encourage everyone to speak up if there is any issue. They can raise their concerns, particularly when navigating regulatory requirements or clinical data. Third point here is to assemble a purpose-built diverse team. We spoke about that also in the previous video because you need the skills from everyone. Here, specifically, I can point to building a scientific team with science background. Also, there is a regulatory mindset and commercial mindset. So you have to have a blend of individuals who are having all or covering all these aspects. And then while you are also doing that, if you are a big pharma or biotech, or you are employing CDMOs, or you contract any other distribution anywhere geographically, so you can also diversify from each area that you are distributing to or working at, because this is also going to help you towards improving the differences in cultural approaches. Next step is to create clarity, especially in complexity. So these are highly complex environments. And as pointed out previously regarding clarity in the leadership, clarity in the tasks, what exactly are the needs of the organization. You can also break down the silos because pharma often operates in matrix structures. So if you clearly define how your team interacts with functions like development, R&D, QA, clinical operations, medical affairs. So these are very, very important aspects while you are working within this whole organization. You have your team, but they need to work together. You can also map out the workflows, and that helps everyone. Experience tells everyone that people who are working on their own task or organization or smaller team, they know very well what they are doing, but not necessarily everyone else knows what they are doing. So always helps, to map out and show the work, and then you can share with every team where are the overlapping areas that everybody can benefit from. Number 5 is to set norms that support precision and agility. Balance process with adaptability, which means you can follow SOPs and quality systems rigorously, but remain also agile. SOPs are meant to be followed in the compliance influenced industry. However, SOPs can also be improved, so there will be also updates to the SOP. But and the best people that they can recommend an update, if it's not due to a compliance recommendation, are the people on the floor who are working. So if there is a section that is not clear, that needs to be adjusted or clarified within the compliance, then they need to be empowered to raise the issue, and then it goes through the change process to update the SOPs. And if communication are within structured way, then it will help everyone to understand the task and also responsibilities. So tools like the RACI in project management that charts the Gantt timelines, they can help manage complexity and avoid missteps. Then next to that is foster a culture of continuous learning and improvement. So always, we mentioned that before, but we always can improve. We can always adjust, be agile and flexible, and we can learn how to do things in a better way based on the situation. So people, companies invest in learning, scientific literacy, send the professionals to conferences, buy the latest technical books, stay current with the industry standards, with the FDA, EMA guidelines, etc. So these are the ways to continuous improvement and learning. Number 7 is to encourage collaboration with integrity. So cross-functional coordination is essential in this industry, especially during developments. In the beginning, everything is a little bit on a smaller scale, bench scale, and then you transfer that into preclinical to clinical. So everybody needs to help in the beginning, and then as the teams grow, there will be more established procedures and more understanding. But as there is growth, there should be a collaboration, and then also recognize and reward the partnership between different teams. Number 8 is to prioritize documentation and transparency. So in this regulated environment, documentation or GDPs are essential because that's also going to help the traceability. If there are issues, we can go back and know exactly what happened at which time, and this way the corrective and preventive actions can be established based on clear investigation and informed investigation as well. And then transparency builds trust. So especially during audits or inspections, if everybody is transparent and documents are well documented and actions are established already in the books, then everybody can go back to these documentation and respond accordingly. Number 9, to celebrate milestones, and big or small. So you have your small tasks, short-term goals, and you have your long-term goals. Short-term goals, low-hanging fruits, always help the teams to continuously upbeat and celebrating their successes, while in the long term they have the main goal of the completion such as an IND or an approval for phase 1 data, or NDA submission or BLA. So these are very important steps. And finally, prepare for the long game. Maintaining a motivation during the long timelines. This is a challenge for all the leaders because, as we mentioned, these are long-term goals, while you are breaking them down into smaller goals. So this is a marathon, and it's not a sprint, right? So drug development takes years. And that's a task we all accepted, and we take pride doing it for the objective of humanity and for our patients. And because of that, we can also encourage each other. So leaders can remind their teams to be patient with purpose, and always remind them that thoroughness and compliance today lead to safer and more effective medicine tomorrow. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and please do me a favor and subscribe and comment, so this way I know that you are watching them and you would like to hear more of this content, and happy to talk to you next time. Thank you very much.